Wow, Clint Stevens, very cool. I'm sure Clint Stevens Fox will be nutty. Anyway, we're going to be playing against real Clint on, yeah, this is about right. Fountain of Dreams. And they're going to have very good edge dashes. And so, what do we know about that? We're going to make sure we're trying to, we're going to make sure that we're making things a little bit difficult for them outside of their edge dashes anyway, and making that not so easy. Notice how we went low? Yeah, that's Clint. That's definitely Clint. All right, we got another Falco Ditto coming out on Dreamland. Now you can see this person kind of contorted their body to shoot a laser after me. And that's gonna let them, it's gonna show me this person knows kind of what they're doing regarding the laser game. We're gonna make sure we down smash there to get the punish. Of course, they could be teching because I was doing it but after I reacted. If I was a little bit closer and I went a little bit earlier, they would not be able to get this punish. I don't think they were ready for me to do a laser there. Ooh, I wasn't expecting them to come back in. And their SCI, I think, could have saved them right there, but as you can kind of see, so what am I going to be doing against this person? They're kind of zoning around me. Now, I'm always lasering to tech chase, just to make sure I can get something out to pressure them, give them, something that's going to make them a little awkward. They did not come out with double laser. We're going to kind of keep that in mind. Now, it's an awkward thing because I actually could have followed up on that jab, I believe. So they were probably trying to do like DI. Maybe they're trying to jump. Oh, I could get them off the platform there. Oh, almost got the punish. Yeah, they were too close, so I tried to drift back, and I drifted back. And of course, down air F smash is something that kind of Mango kind of pioneered there. It's very difficult to try and commentate Falco Dittos because so much is happening. I'm going to try and let you guys know that I am trying to space around kind of the stuff they're putting out. I'm also trying to make sure I'm hitting them on their laser startup. So as you can see, this person's moving back a lot, trying to really think out how all this stuff is coming out. And so, you know, Falco, when he puts out an aerial, it becomes weaker a little bit over time, and the hitbox gets a little smaller. So what am I going to be doing with this kind of information? I'm going to be letting them do a move first and try and hit them. That's kind of what that back air was that you saw earlier. Oops, a little bit. I just missed my jump cancel. And we're kind of going to just interrupt their tech skill with our laser, and that's going to kind of mess them up. So we're just going to get them out of here, I guess. Oh, and they kind of did the same thing to me right there. Very common to just do that on Battlefield. You can just kind of get out of punishes there. Look how far away they walked. That was really good. Got right out of the range of my move. We're just going to go straight to edge. When you roll backwards like that, you do just get out of the punish. Up tilt back air, just the classic, going to push someone away. Then, of course, we're on the edge, so I know they're going to probably go high. We just kind of go high with a little bit of a read. Just a little bit over them. It's going to allow me to win out there. I was hoping Falco, out of his recoil, would move back towards me. Nair staying out a little bit is going to catch the jump out, and it's going to stick out forward. If they do hold backward, it's going to be a punish for me. Sometimes I will just attack someone out of the air, if I think I can. And that's a bit of an awkward spot for them. Of course, I was just kind of down smashing just because I felt like I needed to, because I just wanted to kind of pressure this person. You know, when you do forward throw, what comes after forward throw is kind of jank because it's not a guaranteed spot unless you have it as a knockdown, usually like 40% plus, and I didn't quite have 40% on the opposing Falco on Frycook. And so what I had to do is kind of say, well, maybe I'll forward smash, maybe I could have tilt. I went for another grab, and then forward smash right there is okay, provided that you kind of get them like jumping or something like that. It does push them to edge. You can get reversaled off that, so it was a bit of a risk on my part, but I was like, I'm up. I'm going to kind of go for a risky maneuver like this, and it ended up paying off mostly because their tech skill did kind of fail. They could have just punished me, of course. What else can I really say about this? So yeah, I mean, what kind of happened was you saw this person was kind of backing up and a lot of interaction. So what did I do? I kind of just like would chase them down, trying to space on them. I would try to back air around their move. I would try to get over them and just space around their move. You saw it happen a few times. Notice that I'm always trying to like nair them out of the air, downer them while they're on the ground. You kind of saw the double shine on shield worked a little bit for me. Sometimes if I delayed my double shine, actually that was the main one that worked. So changing your double shine timing can actually be pretty useful as well. You also saw a little bit of edge guard strategy. I went out with nair. You saw a little bit of playing off of SDI. You saw a little bit of down smashing to cover the edge, that I believe the opponent did to me as well. So I think there were a few different things that kind of were really interesting in the punish side of this. You also saw the person playing around safely in neutral. So if you are a bit more of a patient player, I think using platforms and stuff like Falco was doing would be very interesting for you. Getting on the platform, running around, using your full hop, using your double jump, falling with laser, working a bit of shield drop into your game. All of these things can be very powerful to kind of move yourself around where the opponent is trying to get their hitboxes out. Because notice if you're on the platform, it's very hard to land a nair or down air starter from below. So that means the other person has to maybe go up as well. Changes the whole laser dynamic, changes the game a whole lot. So if you're struggling with the laser game in the Falco Ditto, platforms are always one solution. Unless you're on FD, but you can still do full hop and double jump, falling laser from there. Anyway, GG's to my opponent, and hopefully you guys thought the games were interesting. All right, we got a Marth that'll come in on FD. It's going to be a very important focus on movement. So you can see this Marth moved in. They knew that they were invulnerable after the nair, which is why they rolled away. Marths have various ways to deal with being in lag. One of them is kind of rolling away. Not the worst decision. When I was looking for a regrab, we thought this Marth might just be trying to go for the sweet spot. That's going to allow us to get an earlier kill, using this information to your advantage. We're just seeing a bit of a tech error coming out from our opponent. We're going to go ahead and exploit. Up B is going to be a good way if you see your opponent in lag to push them out. You can do this against other characters. Ganon, if they do it, Ganon Falcon, if they do a, down B. Notice they're doing a lot of nair. Why are they doing that? It can be okay to go up like that in the matchup. If you're going around down tilt, I'll kind of show it for you again. I'm sure they'll just do it again in a second. So I just tried another down tilt. They punished it. So that's kind of what's going on there. So how do you beat that? Well, apparently you just get hit by it over and over, but I'll try and show you really quickly. So you try to just hit them out of the air. So they had the good idea running off. However, I was just too low and they had too many different timings to cover. Trying to show them how to beat it. So I moved back and you saw that they did have a problem there. They actually could have spiked me, but they're just going to go for this edge guard. That's going to be fine. They grab the edge. They're invulnerable for quite a while. So I'm just going to kind of let this reset. And now I'm going to kind of show you. I want them to jump. 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 Darn it all, jump. So notice I went in and pressured their landing right there. That's kind of how that works. We're just going to move the other way, kind of play off their DI. Now we're going to be going in on Fountain of Dreams, a much smaller stage, and we're going to have some platforms, which is going to change our combos a little bit. We're going to have to platform tech chase a little bit as well. Notice when they try to go away and they want to jump now, it's much more awkward. They have to start rolling in as opposed to out. I DI'd down and away, so I'm able to get out there. Oops. Notice how you are stuck there for, oh, frick. You're stuck there for quite a while in your lag when you side B. So that's going to be something that can get you punished. So these platforms are such a good height for forward smash. I mean, look at how this covers the entire platform when I do that. We're going to charge just to see if we can catch them jumping. So notice they were worried about their side B lag, so they air dodge immediately afterwards. This is kind of the thing when you recover high as Marth against Marth. It's very awkward. How do you get around this? They want to hold in. We're just going to go for the punish. Now, of course, they could actually tech that if they wanted to go more in, but I think they were just trying to go up quickly, and I think they might have needed a little bit of DI into the wall as well. So notice there's not so much jumping in now, and if there is, it's from a much closer position. So notice like how different the stage made these interactions. Because things are so much quicker on Fountain of Dreams, because you can't just be dashing back so much, because you can't just be narrowing in, saying maybe a down tilt will come in, you jump early. Now, if you're jumping forward and early, a grab is much more likely to meet you. I don't even need to come in with down tilt to punish your landing. Notice how much the stage changed all these interactions, how someone got on the platform and got kind of uncomfortable, how to just run off instead of trying to hit them. It was a little bit more of a complicated scenario, but also much more of a condensed one on Fountain of Dreams. So that, you know, Fountain is a little unusual as the platforms are so low, at least sometimes. Sometimes they're not even there, of course. But because the middle part is so small, the interactions are always happening. So if you get caught up on the platforms, it's very awkward very quickly because the other person cannot just physically be that far away. So hopefully some of that stuff makes sense to you guys. We saw a little bit of DI mix-ups. We talked about stages. We talked about some ways to beat jumping in the Marth Ditto. Of course, another way is just to jump and catch them out of the air with your own forward air or to forward smash them. You know, we also talked about how the Marth could be teching some of the stuff on the edge a little bit more. We also talked about, you know, how, let's see, what else can we say? Yeah, about some edge guard stuff works, how you can up B at lower percents, how runoff forward air can work, but not in certain situations. So I think we talked about a lot of different things, neutral, punish, and a little bit of combo. So neutral, edge guard, a little bit of combo. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys, and GG's to my opponent.